I am speaking to you now because your heart has been tugged by a promise that looks like a sunrise yet hides a storm behind the hill. I saw the way your spirit tilted when they said the word marriage, as if a bell rang across a valley and your bones remembered the language of belonging. Hear me, I made you from light that does not bargain with darkness. I gave you a name the world did not give and cannot take. Your worth is not a dowry the unworthy can bid upon, nor a gate someone opens with the key of hurried vows. You are not a vacancy sign for a traveler who only wants shelter from consequences. You are a temple, and the doors of my temple open to truth, not tactics. This is why I brought you here, to catch your hand before it reaches for a hand that has already measured your life like a merchant weighing grain, thinking, how much can I carry away? They speak in sweet weather but they plan in shadows. They have learned the map of your longing and found the corners where you still wish to be chosen, still ache to be seen. They aim their promise like an arrow at your hope, and hope, my beloved, is not a wound to be exploited. When they say they want you forever, ask the wind that blows through your ribs whether forever feels like freedom or like a contract written in invisible ink. Ask your sleep whether peace has settled in or whether rest stumbles over questions. Ask your laughter whether it has brightened or whether it flickers like a candle in a room that never stops breathing suspicion. I, the Lord who formed you on purpose, do not give you to people who plan to take you in order to take from you. Love receives, theft takes. Love makes a room larger, theft locks doors and counts your steps. Love multiplies the bread, theft hides it and calls your hunger too much. I have watched them study your patterns. I have seen them memorize the words that open your kindness like a door. I have seen them coat their ambition in compliments and rehearse apologies that feel like rain but never water the ground. I am not telling you this to make you fearful. I am telling you this to make you free. Fear says, if I leave, I will be alone. Freedom says, if I stay bound, I abandon myself. You were not rescued from old chains to admire new ones because they glitter. A chain is still a chain if it matches your outfit. A lie is still a lie if it sounds like your favorite song. A plan is still a trap if they call it a home. And what is a marriage that swallows your voice and rents your future? It is a contract signed with the ink of exhaustion, a promise folded around your power to keep it quiet. I see how you have tried to look at the better version of them you keep drawing in your head, the version that listens, the version that cares, the version that loves without ledger or leverage. You think if you love harder you can sculpt them into what you dreamed. Hear me, your love is not clay for carving someone's heart into the shape you prefer. Your love is a garden where both must learn to plant and pull weeds. If one hand only harvests while the other only bleeds, that is not a garden, it is a taking. You can forgive their yesterday and still refuse to fund their tomorrow. You can be kind and still be clear. You can bless them and still build a door that does not swing for manipulation. Boundaries are not a lack of love, they are the evidence that your love has learned wisdom. I tell you plainly, they hope to marry you so they can take you, your time, your favor, your resources, your voice, your softness that keeps making a table where even wolves eat as if they are lambs. They want the ring because they want the rights that come with it, not the responsibilities that keep it shining in truth. They want the testimony of your name standing beside them so their story sounds redeemed, even if their ways remain unrepentant. They want your patience as a currency, your empathy as a tool, your faith as camouflage. They want your light to make their shadow look interesting. But I did not keep you through nights that almost swallowed you so that daylight would negotiate your worth. I kept you so you would finally know, you are a whole house, not a room for rent. When they press you with timelines, listen for thunder. When they rush you with phrases like, if you loved me, you would, listen for a door locking from the outside. When they borrow your joy but never bring it back ironed, listen for gates that know your name better than they know my voice. I am giving you signs because I refuse to watch you sign yourself away. Pay attention to their friendship with truth. Watch how they handle, no, does their patience blossom or does their temper gather knives? Ask them questions that require honesty more than charm. Pay attention to how they speak of those who disagreed with them, every ex, every friend, every colleague always, crazy, except them. That is a museum of red flags. Pay attention to how they treat the invisible, the waiter, the cleaner, the driver, the one who cannot benefit them. That is how they will treat your heart when it is tired enough to be quiet. My plans for you do not require your disappearance. My plans for you do not require your silencing. My plans for you do not require you to apologize for existing in color. Marriage, when I write it, is the blessing of two altars sharing fire, not one altar carrying all the wood. It is covenant, not custody. It is sanctuary, not storage. It is a journey where both feet learn the rhythm of mercy. The thing they are designing is not covenant, it is custody disguised as care, a rearrangement of your furniture so they can hide what belongs to you behind a smile. They will call it stability what I call captivity. They will call it sacrifice what I call self-erasure. But you will call it what I call it, because today I am touching your eyes with a coal from my altar. You will see. Let me tell you about the life you almost handed away. There is work your hands must do that would have been renamed distraction. There are places your feet must go that would have been renamed rebellion. There are songs your mouth must sing that would have been renamed noise. There are people waiting for the courage you leak when you are loved well, and they would have learned a smaller gospel if your light had dimmed to fit someone's fear. You think the world asks for something grand, it asks for your full presence. And that is what I am protecting, your full presence. The way you laugh when you forget to be careful, the way you love when you trust the ground, the way you create when nobody is counting how many times you breathe. I do not rescue you to place you in a smaller room. I rescue you to put you back into the wide sky I once stretched above your first yes. Someone told you that to be chosen meant you had to make yourself less. They taught you that safety is a shrinking. They told you that the price of staying is silence. Break that altar. Burn that script. I am the one who chooses you, and when I choose you, I make you more, not less. My favor does not ask you to fold your wings so a ceiling feels taller. My blessing does not ask you to hide your treasure to keep thieves comfortable. When I say, beloved, I mean stand up in the full length of your name. When I say, beloved, I mean no contract can claim what my blood already sealed. When I say, beloved, I mean if a ring comes, it comes as a witness to love, not as a leash for control. You have been asking me for a sign, for something undeniable. Here is the sign. The peace I place in you will not agree with their hurry. The wisdom I pour into you will not bow to their flattery. The doors I open for you will not require you to hide your light under their comfort. When you stop answering, you will feel your lungs grow larger. When you delay, their mask will beg to be worn tighter and you will watch it slip. When you ask for time to pray, the spirit in them that only wants possession will ache from the waiting. That ache does not mean you are cruel, it means you are consecrated. They want control, I want covenant. They want image, I want truth. They want what you produce, I desire who you are. Do not grieve what you are not losing. You are not losing love by refusing a counterfeit. You are not losing destiny by rejecting a detour. You are not losing companionship by closing a door to a room where your soul would have lived on tiptoe. Lift your head. There is a future you have not met that already knows your laugh. There is a table I am setting where your voice will not need to ask permission. There is a partner I have been preparing who will not fear your fire, who will not count your blessings as competition, who will not rename your calling to make it smaller. If you choose singleness for a season, I will be your companion in a way that rearranges loneliness into solitude and solitude into strength. If you choose patience, you will harvest peace. If you choose me over hurry, you will find me already standing at the end of the road with fruit in both my hands. I will teach you the prayer that closes snares and opens paths. God, align my desires with your truth. Cut away what is flattery, keep what is faithful. Seal the doors that lead to cages, and bless the windows that let your wind in. Let my no be clean and my yes be holy. Let the one who seeks to own me be confused, and let the one who seeks to honor me be guided. Pray this, and watch every scheme collapse like a tent without stakes. Pray this, and watch the language of manipulation forget its grammar. Pray this, and watch the appetite that wanted to swallow your days lose its teeth. I am not merely advising you, I am defending you. I am not merely warning you, I am making a way of escape that does not feel like a trial but like a return. Some memories will try to argue with you. They will bring pictures of nights when you didn't want to sleep alone, of days when a hand on your shoulder made the room softer. They will tell you that any hand is better than none. But you will answer those memories with a better memory. The time I rescued you when you thought nothing could change, the time I comforted you when the room was empty, the time I spoke a sentence into your bones and it became a ladder out of a pit. You will remember how I have been faithful, and you will not offer your future to someone who treats my faithfulness as a shortcut for their plans. You will feel your spine remember its design. You will feel your heart put the furniture back where it belongs. You will feel the air become honest again. And what of them? You may ask, what becomes of a person who plans to marry so they can take? They will meet themselves, as all thieves do when they run out of unlocked doors. They will learn that a borrowed crown becomes heavy. They will discover that love cannot be milked like a machine. But you are not their teacher, and your future is not their classroom. Bless them from a distance if you must. Release them from your altar and place them on mine. I know how to hold what you cannot fix. I know how to answer prayers you were never meant to pray. Your deliverance is not revenge, it is obedience. Your boundary is not punishment, it is stewardship. I am turning the page for you. You will wake with a steadier breath. You will notice small freedoms first, the way you move through your home without listening for a message, the way you laugh without explaining joy, the way you make decisions without rehearsing someone else's approval. Then larger freedoms will arrive, opportunities shaped like your calling, friendships that honor your honesty, quiet that heals, work that satisfies, guidance that lands in your spirit like rain on a field that has been waiting. The fear of missing out will evaporate when you realize what you almost missed was yourself. I have set guardians at your thresholds, discernment at your ear, peace at your chest, wisdom at your tongue. Let discernment test every promise. Let peace decide every timing. Let wisdom shape every answer. If they ask why you changed, say, God touched my eyes. If they ask why you are not rushing, say, God set my pace. If they ask why the door is closed, say, God owns this house. You do not owe a thesis to those who only wanted the conclusion. You owe yourself truth, and you owe me trust. There will be a day soon when you will stand in front of a mirror and not negotiate anything about yourself. You will brush your hair and see a crown not made by human hands. You will open your window and hear the morning sing your name without cost. You will walk through your city like someone who remembers they are kept. And if a hand comes again with a ring, you will not judge the ring, you will measure the fruit. You will ask, does this love make me less, or does it make me more obedient to God? And your spirit will answer without trembling. Because of today, your yes will be holy and your no will be whole. Now lift your head. I am here. I have always been here. I am not too late, and you are not too much. The path that keeps you is the path that frees you. The hand that fits you is the hand that serves you. The future I am writing is not a corridor of concessions but a garden of clarity. Walk with me. Let the plans that meant to claim you lose your scent. Let the voices that called you property fall quiet outside your gates. Let the love I designed for you arrive in its time, not to purchase you, but to partner with what I planted. Until then, and even then, you are mine. You are not for the taking. You are for the keeping, kept by the one who never uses you, only loves you, only builds you, only blesses you, only tells you the truth when flattery would sell you cheap. I tell you the truth now, and the truth makes you free. I am with you, and I see what others hide. I speak now to your heart because I love you, and I will not allow deception to dress itself like devotion in front of your eyes. This message is for you. Don't try to skip this. You have felt the tug in your spirit, the question you keep quiet, the unease that rises like a small wind before a storm. It is not your imagination. It is my warning. I am your father and your defender, and I will not let you be traded like a prize or handled like a possession. Hear me, this person hopes to marry you so they can take you, your time, your trust, your glow, your resources, your future. They wear affection as a mask and kindness as a key. They study what you need and imitate it, not because they carry the substance, but because they have learned the performance. I am exposing the performance now. You asked me for a sign, and I answer you with clarity. Study the fruits, not the phrases. Look at patterns, not promises. Pay attention to the small places where integrity shows or fails when no one applauds. See how they treat those who cannot benefit them. Notice how apologies come. Are they transformative or merely tactical? Watch how their face changes when your answer is no. Listen to what they say about you when you are not present. You have already seen glimpses, shadows moving behind the curtain. I am pulling the curtain fully aside. I do not say this to bind you to fear, I say this to free you from it. Fear tells you that you will be alone if you walk away from the wrong thing. Love tells you that you are never alone when you walk with me. Fear says, accept the half-truth, the half-love, the half-care, because at least it is something. Love says, you are the temple of my presence, and I do not fill temples with counterfeits. You are not too much. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for what is holy, honesty, honor, safety, self-control, and sacrifice, the ingredients of a covenant, not a contract. A covenant is where two people lay down their selfishness to lift each other into my purpose. A contract is where one person signs their name to the other's hunger. I did not create you to be someone's supply, I created you to be someone's partner. This person studies your generosity. They know you comfort quickly, forgive quickly, and give deeply. Those are gifts from me, but gifts need gates. Without gates, a garden becomes a road. Without boundaries, love becomes leverage. I am teaching you to place gates at your heart, not to keep good out, but to measure what comes in. Gates are not walls, gates are wisdom. A wise gate opens to truth and closes to transactions. A wise gate requires patience of visitors. A wise gate does not bow under pressure or flattery or timelines that suffocate peace. If love asks you to abandon clarity, it is not love. If love asks you to silence your discernment, it is not love. If love shrinks your voice until you can no longer hear yourself pray, it is not love. You have felt the countdown inside. Make a choice, make a choice, make it fast. Timelines that trample peace are not from me. The blessings I build can bear questions. The unions I ordain do not fear the light. The people I send will welcome accountability, not dread it. They will seek counsel gladly, not avoid it. They will honor your boundaries as a matter of worship to me, not as an obstacle to overcome. They will not push past your no, and they will not punish you with silence when you do not comply. They will not measure your worth by your willingness to carry their consequences. They will not ask you to mortgage your purpose to finance their image. I am not authoring suspicion, I am completing your discernment. Discernment is love with eyes open. Discernment is peace that asks questions. Discernment is hope that carries a lamp. Discernment is the friend of destiny. Without it, you would be married to exhaustion and vow to avoid. With it, you will be married to peace and vow to a purpose that multiplies both of you. So here is my counsel, and I will stand by it. Slow down, look again, and believe what you see. Delay is not denial, delay is a door where truth has time to arrive. You are not losing a future by pausing. You are protecting the future I am building. They speak of forever, but they haven't mastered the next 5 minutes without manipulation. They speak of sacrifice, but the sacrifice is always yours. They speak of partnership, but their plan places you in the background holding the weight while they collect applause. I am bringing you out of rooms where your light was requested but your voice was muted. I am healing you from the need to earn love by overgiving. Your softness is not a weakness, keep it, but pair it with spine. Compassion and backbone together are the armor I give you today. You fear you will be judged for stepping back. Some will not understand, because they grew accustomed to the version of you who kept performing endurance. Say goodbye to that performance. I am not asking you to be harsh, I am asking you to be whole. Wholeness requires choosing me over appearances. Wholeness will disappoint those who benefited from your lack of boundaries. Let them be disappointed. Heaven is pleased when you choose truth. I am rearranging your steps. You do not need to announce your discernment to them, you need to act on it. Quiet decisions are still decisions. Set your terms with peace, time for counsel, time for questions, time for independent verification, time for me to speak through more than your emotions. Ask the hard things. Ask about money, about history, about failures, about mentors, about accountability, about addictions, about responsibility. Ask where they run when they are angry and what they do when they are wrong. Ask who corrects them. Ask where they serve when no one sees. Ask who they have restored after they hurt. Ask to meet the people who knew them before they met you. Ask for the receipts of their character. Then listen not only to answers, but to posture. Posture tells truth when words are trained. If they rage at questions, let them rage apart from you. If they twist your caution into an insult, step back and bless them from a distance. If they can only love you when you are pliable, that is not love. And if they suddenly accelerate their promises when they sense your hesitation, recognize the pattern of a net pulling tighter. Nets are not homes. Nets are traps. I came to break nets. I came to make you fishers of truth, not prey of agendas. I am also talking to the part of your heart that dreams of a beautiful marriage, the part that hopes, imagines, and prays for a partner who cherishes you and champions your calling. That desire is not wrong, I planted it. Do not crucify your desire because of another's deceit. Do not blame hope for what manipulation tried to borrow from it. Hope is still holy. Love is still sacred. Covenant is still possible. I prepare a person whose love for me will protect their love for you. I prepare someone who will not compete with your calling but will build with it. I prepare someone whose apologies produce change, whose leadership smells like service, whose strength bends toward gentleness, and whose ambition bows before wisdom. Let me show you what alignment looks like. It looks like peace that doesn't need a performance. It looks like difficult conversations that end with prayer, not punishment. It looks like plans that make room for your growth, not just theirs, and calendars where both of your assignments from me can breathe. It looks like finances that prefer stewardship over show. It looks like jealousy rare and quickly confessed, and encouragement frequent and freely given. It looks like kindness practiced at home, not just displayed in public. It looks like a hand that does not tighten around you but lifts you toward me. It looks like eyes that are faithful when no one is watching. It looks like friendship that outlasts the season, and unity that outlives emotion. I am not afraid of your heartbreak, I heal it. I am not shocked by your confusion, I guide it. I am not disappointed by your questions, I delight in them when they are asked in search of truth. Bring me your fear of starting over. Bring me your memories that mix joy with ache. Bring me the gifts you gave and the secrets you shared. I am careful with what you have entrusted to me. I restore dignity where manipulation tried to stain it. I wash shame from choices you made when you did not yet understand their cost. I crown you with wisdom that does not arrive as cynicism but as clarity. Your future does not need fiction to be beautiful. Your future needs truth to be fruitful.